Let us discuss the clotting of blood. When there is any sort of injury on your skin, you see after some time there is the formation of a clot and the bleeding stops. So how this happens and what are the reactions that go inside your body due to which there is blood clotting? You know, if blood clotting would not have been there, then a person might bleed till death. So it's very important that the proteins that are responsible for blood clotting are there in your blood. So let's see what happens. The injured tissue cells and the platelets, these platelets disintegrate and this injured tissue cells, they release a factor that is known as thromboplastin. Just remember how I am differentiating. The injured tissue cells, they are going to release thromboplastin, and the platelets, after the disintegration, they are going to release platelet thromboplastin, which is also known as platelet factor 3. I will just write it for you. It is also known as platelet factor 3, third platelet factor, right? And these two, they combine with the calcium and proteins, and this finally activates prothrombinase. This activates prothrombinase. So thromboplastin and platelet thromboplastin, they combine with calcium ions and proteins and they activate prothrombinase, and this prothrombinase is going to inactivate heparin. Heparin is what? It is an anticoagulant. It is what? It is an anticoagulant. So when this is going to be activated, what is going to happen then further? This prothrombinase is going to convert prothrombin, which is in inactive form, into thrombin in the presence of these calcium ions, right? So what is the second step? Second step is the conversion of prothrombin into thrombin, right? And this prothrombin, it is found in blood plasma, and the formation of this prothrombin, it is very important that vitamin K is in your body. Why? Because prothrombin is going to be formed by the presence of vitamin K in the liver, right? So prothrombin is very important for the blood clotting process, and for this prothrombin, what is important? That is vitamin K. So the presence of vitamin K is going to initiate the synthesis of this prothrombin. Then when thrombin is formed, this thrombin is going to act as an enzyme. This acts as an enzyme and further converts this fibrinogen, which is in soluble form, into fibrin, which are fibers which are insoluble, right? And then this fibrin is going to form the structures that are going to form a network on the RBCs. They are going to form a network on the RBCs, which will lead to finally the clot, right? So this fibrin, it forms a network over RBCs, which finally leads to blood clotting. So as a whole, we have in blood, we have the corpuscles, that is the RBCs, WBCs, platelets, right? And in the plasma, we have serum and the fibrin, right? So when this fibrin is formed, when there is any sort of injury, this fibrin is formed. This fibrin, it combines with RBCs, it forms a network on the RBCs and finally leads to blood clotting. It finally leads to blood clotting. So we'll just recall everything because it's a learning part. Remember that the injured tissue cells, they're going to release thromboplastin first, and the platelets are going to release platelet thromboplastin, right? So this platelet thromboplastin is also known as platelet factor 3. It is also known as platelet factor 3. So they're going to combine with calcium ions and proteins, and they're going to activate prothrombinase. This prothrombinase is going to inactivate heparin. Heparin is an anticoagulant. So after this enzyme is going to help in the conversion of prothrombin, which is in inactive form, which is found in the blood plasma, into thrombin. This thrombin further acts as an enzyme to convert fibrinogen, which is soluble form, into what? Into fibrin, which is in insoluble form. And this fibrin, this forms a network over the RBCs, and finally this leads to blood clotting. So this is how the process of blood clotting is there. We have discussed the reaction. Just remember these three reactions that take place in your body whenever you suffer from any sort of an injury, and when bleeding starts, after a few moments you will see a clot is formed, and after that you must also notice that some yellowish liquid which we call as the serum. Serum is the plasma without clotting factors. What is serum? Serum is the plasma without clotting factors. So this serum oozes out after some time. This is how the process of blood clotting goes in your body.